And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
What about a solar event or humanity going through the ascension or anything like that?
So I know it's Cern. They have a device where people think they're creating wormholes and doing whatever to negatively do whatever. But I know some scientists at Cern, and I know what they are doing is they're working on something to wake us up out of this dream we're in. So this reincarnation cycle, this Mandela effect that people are experiencing out there, they're using the technology and the devices. It's like anything. It's like the workplace. It's like the firehouse. It's mixed. Some are into the left, some are into right, some are mixed, whatever. Same thing with Cern. It's mixed. So some are aware we're in this endless reincarnation cycle. I advise everyone here to watch the TV show Dark.
I gotta watch it.
That explains it best. But it's Cern.
I ain't see it yet.
They're working on a device to snap us out, to wake us up out of this endless reincarnation cycle. I talked about the lives before and the 12 lives and all that. They're trying to create a device to break this. So sometimes when we see flares or we're watching a feed or whatever, they're working at things at CERN and NASA and other places, and they're trying to snap us out of this to see what else is going on. Because I think they're aware that we're kind of in like a simulation or a Truman Show type thing.
Well,
it's, like we have this familiar feeling like we've been here before. The scientists are aware of this. So yes, these solar flares or these other things that are out there, some are real, some are nonsense. I wouldn't pay. I'm gonna say I'm not worried about them. The same thing. I'm not worried about any of that until I get that download from my star family in Arcturus or wherever, and they tell me, Andrew, you need to bunker down. Ain't happening yet.
So are you saying that there is some kind of mechanical device somewhere that's forcing us into a reincarnation cycle over and over again?
I think that they are aware that we're in a trap, either a soul trap. The archons talk about this soul trap, which I think there's a lot of evidence to that in the Mandela effect. And they're creating a device to break that endless trap, this soul trap we're in. They're creating a device because they're aware, they believe, like the show Dark, you're here with people, friends, family, then the next life you reverse roles, but you're still here. There's really nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go outside the dome or whatever people want to call it.
That's
they believe that it's CERN, that we're stuck in this thing that just keeps going on, and we're in this like enslaved prison planet. But they want to break out of this. So people look at CERN and they think it's bad, or it gets bad press, or they're doing demonic rituals or whatever they say. But no, there's actually people in there that are good, that are trying to break us out of this. It's like anything. We are in a yin-yang, positive and negative.
Right, I say this all the time. It's all about polarities. Yes, there's people doing bad and trying to enslave our minds. They're doing a hell of a job, right? But at the same time, there are people like myself. I may not ever meet them, but they're out there, and they putting in the work to wake your punk ass up for the 93 shot. Everybody ain't riding out for the damn beast.
Light here, good and bad. It's not all one or the other. It has to be to hold the vibration of this planet. It can't be all good. It can't be all bad.
Facts.
It's a mixed bag here. Other realities are better.
It's called polarities. Look up the word. It's called duality. Look up the word. Right, left, up, down. It's just the way it is in this universe. There's going to be evil, but at the same time, there's going to be good.
Some are less, or whatever you consider would be higher vibrational, lesser vibrational. The one we're in is like middle, like 50-50. That's why we have this mixed bag constantly going on. But this device, they have a mechanical device that they have at CERN and other CERN places. When I lived in Long Island, there was Brookhaven Laboratory. I have been inside the Stranger Things, the real one out at Montauk. I've been inside of Camp here, inside the antenna building. I've been inside there. I have pictures there. I just put them up on Instagram. I have pictures in there from 2015. I've been inside the building multiple times. No, I'm not part of that project. I just went in that building on my own with a friend once, and we took pictures inside there and did a few things in there to stir up some stuff, and it worked. So, yes, there are things all over. There are portals. There are entry points all over where they're trying to snap us out of this dream that we're in, because people will say it feels dreamlike. I feel like I'm in a haze sometimes. Things change. Did we die in 2012? All these possible things. They're aware of that, and they're trying to snap us out of it to see who's behind the curtain. Who's the man behind the curtain,
It's a
right? Like in
bot.
The Wizard of Oz. Who's
It's
the
a
guy,
bot guy behind the curtain. He need to get hit upside his bot ass head.
in the White Room with all the TV screens in the Matrix? Who is that guy? What's really going on here?
A significant number of my near-death experiencers will say that the other side is reality and this is dreamlike. Does that make any sense for you?
That's exactly what I'm saying here. This is the dream. This is the stop along the way. But people go to sleep at night. I believe when you go to sleep at night, no, that's where we really are from. This is the dream state.
Well,
When you go to your natural resting state, right? That near-death experience, out-of-body experience thing, that sleep state, whatever you want to call it, I believe that's where we're really coming from. And that can be frightening because sometimes we have some wild, awful dreams. So I think, once again, yes, this is just this temporary state. But when you die, you go to what they say eternal rest, right? I don't know if you're just resting all.
So basically what he's saying when you at sleep, that's the real world. You know what I'm saying? When we're here, this is the matrix. So when you sleep, I don't know about the bots. I'm talking about the ones that can hear the words and understand the words that's coming out of my mouth. I'm not talking about the bots. The pods, the NPCs, they're here. You know, I guess they just exist here. I'm talking about the star seeds. You know what I'm saying? When you go to sleep, you go back and talk to your peoples. You know what I'm saying? Your star family. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors, your angelic, your archangels, whoever you work with. That's who you know what I'm saying? That's your team. That's who you communicate with. And then you come back down here and we down here right back in the game again. This is the Avatar movie. You know what I'm saying? We in simulations down here. But you heard what he said. There are people that's working in Cern to activate Cern to, I guess, dish out different frequencies to wake your punk ass up. You see what I'm saying? You've been asleep far too long. This is the opportunity now. And how I see it, if you don't wake up in this time, then I guess you're gonna just miss the train.
But I think you go to where we are really from. And to be here is a miracle. Think about all the people that don't make it here or don't make it through or die in the womb. I've connected with thousands of them over the years. So this is a miracle that you're still here breathing, having this conversation. Because sometimes you don't go to a reality that isn't nice at all. Okay, that is really a prison planet 24/7, and you are a slave nonstop. Literally. Nothing like this. You cannot talk about anyone or anything. There's different realities, I believe. But that reality, this all understanding, this true nature where we come from, yes. There's a firefighter, a guy that was a firefighter. He was in California. He does a lot of great, I don't know if he's been on your show, but he does a lot of great NDE. He had a body experience in NDE when he was like a fireman. He had like a heart attack or something and had this great awareness about what life was and how this is just like he was laughing at what he was really doing when he was in that state. But yeah, I believe that's what's going on. We're really worrying about all these things, right? Yes, do the right thing, love one another, but also don't forget to smell the roses, okay? Dance in the rain, man.
Right.
Okay? We're taking it really, and yes, there is a time to be serious. There's a time to be a gangster.
Right.
But then there's also time to chill out, bro. Take it easy.
Take
you know
it
what
easy.
I mean?
And even in the Bible tells you there's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like to bring I love when I get comments saying people saying I had them laughing and cracking up. That's good. Laugh. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I hope you getting the message too. With your punk ass. You know what I'm saying? Get your laugh on, but make sure you get the message. Cause it's all about getting out of here. Alright? I came to free you. I came to set the captives free.
Burning in hell, but don't deserve to be. Got niggas I don't even know that wanna murder me, just because they heard of me.
It's time for you to learn that we are not real. Booga, booga, booga.
Physical breakthrough.
The world is a fucking illusion, bro. Our lives are being manipulated for the entertainment of monsters. Twisted, tasteless, juvenile monsters. Puppet masters in another dimension. We're something called cartoons.